Hello everyone. Just would like to welcome you from woods again. This is like the landscape park called Puszcza Zielonka, and it's really amazing place. Just ravens. I'm wondering if you could hear it. Kruczki! Kruczek! Yeah. I hope you can hear those ravens. Also burning incense. I'm wearing my Rudraksha mala today and small malas on my hands. Prayer, of course, prayer, meditation malas, mantras. So we could just hear raven just a second ago, but a bit earlier, a very rare pigeon, also like called. There was the call by this bird. Very rare. It's in Polish. It's called siniak, I think. This is the siniak pigeon. It's very rare. It's only in woods, and has it's got its nest somewhere here. It also used to be. I was reading about it. Another very rare pigeon living in the woods. It's almost extinct. It's called turkawka or turkawica, and it was quite colorful. But this one, siniak, it's the sound of it. It goes like this, woo 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 woo. So maybe now when I call it, maybe it will answer because it just was. It's calling. And probably it's didn't go to sleep yet as yet. A very hot day, and just could see also hornet very close to me. They also must have their nest here. I don't know, in case of wasps, hornets is also called nest. Just like for birds, but I think so, yeah. So it was just circling around me a bit. Okay, could you hear it? There was exactly this pigeon was heard. I like it very much. This is very nice. Woo woo woo. So, what's the topic for today? I wanted to talk a little bit about something I already. Ah, very nice. Something I already was writing about. It's a crazy topic. Crazy topic, many topics. Combined many topics at the same time. Mm, a bit about psytrance. Combined things, combined topics. About psytrance, about spirituality. Been wondering why so many people are fascinated by the image, by the symbol of the eye in the pyramid, whatever you want. Why this is, for example, in psytrance, why this is such a common symbol, very often appearing on the covers. Why people are so like fascinated by it, yeah. Because so this is this is what I would like to talk about a little bit. Also about the issue such that it's such a rhetorics in general in psytrance that you shouldn't basically, well, yeah, you should support one another, but actually you shouldn't say anything like judgmental, especially you should mostly you should only praise what other people created, but basically you shouldn't like it is not like very much acceptable when you express your opinion, especially if it's negative, but people take it as negative, but sometimes it's only expressing opinion. It's only like when something is interesting, yeah, something like I don't know, something caught your attention, or something like was like some sort of question mark, yeah. So then why not talking about it, yeah? But some people, as I noticed, really take bad to it and won't take any opinions, and be just will be very very difficult for them. But yeah, maybe maybe I would react exactly the same, yeah, if somebody like was expressing opinion of me, things I created, just, and actually I must say that well, I think I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip this issue. A bit how it's related to me and how it's related to me and what way it's related to me. If there was any critique and where, and but notice that this is another beautiful and very hot June day, and June slowly like is getting towards the end, and on the 29th of June you got full moon. There will be full moon, and it really is kind of in my view nobody should stay home by this weather, but in the wild, in nature, in the wild, it's a huge waste, yeah, for anyone not to like use it to the full, use it appropriately. Go to the woods, to the lake, wherever you may, and just be outside, be outside, be where the fresh air is, and elements, yeah. Yeah, I've decided I'll be really like maybe even I'll try to create my own authorship program about spirituality, on spirituality, how to get spiritual, how to introduce spirituality into your life if it's not yet there. What's spirituality, yeah, in the first place? Because I'll be of the opinion that not everything that let's say I don't know, people do practice, present to others. It's also quite common in psytrance, as I noticed. Not all of those things is spirituality, and might be the path that might lead those people. Might be the I don't wanna be like don't wanna say anything, you know. Don't wanna give maybe not very nice prophecies, but some of those paths might take to nowhere, yeah. So it's nice to know exactly what spirituality is, and let's say where it starts, how it evolves, where it comes from. Why we talk about spirituality in the first place? Yeah, why spirituality? What's spirit? where that spirit is, and um, and so and so I'd like to maybe create some sort of program to follow, to get spiritual in life, to introduce spirituality into one's life, and combined with not only, of course, not only theory, but primarily, especially practice. So, what to eat, what not to eat, for example, what to drink, what not to drink, how to spend one's time. Yeah, because for example, why if you want to get spiritual, it's rather a very bad idea to still watch TV, right? But yeah, it's actually a very tiny thing. It's nothing. Yeah, I mean, just TV. Yeah, movies or whatever on TV, movies, TV series, documentaries, news. It's a good idea, yeah, to just spend time like that. If you wanna get spiritual for real, and and you wanna get somewhere, on this, in the process, in the process, yeah. So then also maybe I'll create some booklet, downloadable, some sort of start, some sort of beginning, yeah, to it, together with the program booklet. Then maybe it would eventually develop into a book or books, or maybe just several booklets, smaller things, because in my view, in my opinion, it's much more interesting when media is combined, not, in my opinion, the medium such as books are or were is it's a bit obsolete, it's a bit passé, no matter what anybody would say, because of course we should like all of the time fight this, I don't know, enter the battle, start the battle, or just action to make others read more, especially children, especially youth. Not to give them mobiles too early, and make them addicted to it and to social media, but rather keep them focused on reading, yeah. But rather, if we are talking about adult people, and from the point of view of a creator, yeah, for example, me, if it was to be me, and also how I and me as somebody getting it from others. So I used to read hundreds and thousands of books in my life, when I was a kid, when I was a child, and then adolescent, that was my main my main hobby, I would say. So in high school, so also at studies. So actually, I'm not into reading very much anymore. Into like just buy a book and read it from cover to cover, and then another and another. I mean, my books are only my Buddhist books, Bonjokchen texts, and also yoga. Let's say book for asanas, and need nothing else. But so the combined media is in my view, it's like the best choice for today. So something to watch, something to read, something to listen to. So something applying to our all senses, although of course while reading your imagination works, and it's always been like this, that it's so good for imagination, for development of our imagination. Yeah, but alright, so those are some plans for the future, like this that program might contain many things, and many things might be like put into it, and there might be many like paths like attached to it, many roots. Coming back to this eye in the pyramid, as I noticed that for many side trance, I think rather dark side trance, yes, dark side covers, this symbol, this image is often put on covers, and in general in many places, and I think many people find it very fascinating, yeah, this eye in the pyramid. But beyond the reason, I can't understand it, why people get so excited about it, because all in all, I'm wondering what they actually, what they think of it, um, what they think it signifies, yeah, in a way, this thing. In my opinion, this image, this symbol is kind of empty. There is no big deep meaning attached to it. Like maybe some people might be worried that there is some all-seeing eye constantly observing us, watching us, controlling us. And what's this eye, yeah? What is this eye? Who this eye belongs to, and actually why I in the first place, yeah. Yeah, some people might argue, it might be many different things, yeah. Eye in the sky, yeah. Eye in the sky, eye in the pyramid. What's this? Why did so? And yeah, maybe there used to be some theories, and some people maybe still believe it, that the sun is the eye in the sky, the eye of God, and a sort of God who is like watching over us. And the very issue of pyramids in themselves. Yeah, it's a huge mystery, unsolved mystery, yeah, because still nobody knows. There are many theories, hypotheses, what pyramids might be, what might have been their function, and it's unsolved. And it's also interesting that that sort of construction, yeah, the construction of a pyramid, this is like omnipresent all over the globe, basically. We are talking about this shape, yeah, and while talking about pyramids, also one might talk about Gothic cathedrals as well, because it's another another construction that it's also quite mysterious, and in case of pyramids, now it's always been like pointed out that these were tombs, primarily tombs of pharaohs, but I could see somewhere that people claiming that, well, quite recently, that absolutely not. It's not so that these weren't tombs, although we know that cities in ancient Egypt basically were necropolises. It's also the culture of death. It was all about death, yeah. These were the people who for whom whole life was like path to death and preparation for death, in a way. It's all, but I think that what's really kind of fascinating about pyramids is the shape, yeah, the shape of the pyramid and what it does, how it acts on living organisms, and all of the proportions which are there, like make it acting this way, that prolongs youth, refreshes things like food and so on and so on, yeah. So in my opinion, that would be probably the most interesting and fascinating thing about the pyramid. And maybe, well, some people also could be kind of it might be good for people to know how the shape of the pyramid evolved, because, and also that in ancient Egypt those pyramids were colorful. They were painted in many colors, and also on the top there was they were shiny, yeah. There was the metals, yeah, the metal which was called electrum, as far as I remember. It was the alloy of two precious metals, gold and silver. It was put on the top of a pyramid. So when you think about it, when you think about precious metals, then it really makes much sense, yeah, because metals have, especially precious metals, noble metals, have wonderful qualities wonderful qualities, also on living organisms. That's why it's good to like use nanometals, yeah. On the skin, on hair, and the symbol of the eye of the pyramid, as everybody knows, of course, is the the symbol everybody would associate with something not very nice, not very positive, but it kind of depends on how you view it, what's your perception of it is, and how you what your attitude to it in general, right? Because it's of course the symbol very much related to masonry, to masons, where the creators of many breathtaking constructions that we now can see all over the world. This is shaping the stone. Shaping the stone, I mean, it's always used to be very fascinating for humanity, the ability to shape the stone, shape rock by just power of will, let's say. And supposedly, for example, in profound spiritual practice that's already been lasting for long, for very advanced practitioners. Actually, it's possible for them to shape stones by just touching them, yeah. And that's why we may find their hands, their feet, like squeezed, yeah, into the rock, into the stones. Yeah, and the movie probably shouldn't be very long, because then people might get very bored, and definitely they wouldn't watch it as whole from the beginning to the end. And I only tackled upon the issue. There are so many things that might be said as related to it, but really, there isn't any all-seeing eye over you. If anybody, for example, is worried about it, any big brother, there is no controller, right, of you, of your life, no matter what one might say about it, what one might think about it. There is no controller, yeah, of you, like outer controller, somebody who would tell you what to do. Because many people think that social media control us. I don't know, governments, politicians, who else? Some well, the richest people of the world control us, yeah. But eventually, this is only us who control us, yeah. just eventually, all in all, I mean, mm, and the all-seeing eye is just your own eye, yeah. The all-seeing eye is just your own eye, the eye that watches over you and controls you. Surely governments, politicians, they want to control us. And also I noticed that it's quite common, like theme and topic, in also in psytrance and um, like something that's often like a quote in many pieces. Brain control, mind control. There is a constant discussion uh, if at least at all could be anything like the brain control in the first place, and some discussion that mind control is possible, but brain control isn't possible. I mean, this is of course absurd, because quite often when somebody used to be so, yeah, when, let's say, let's put it into inverted commas, important people wanted to control somebody, wanted to control masses, they would do things to the brain to control the mind, yeah, to influence the mind. So your way of thinking, your way of perception, yeah, because and to a certain point we must like now understand and remember that one cannot exist, function without the other, yeah, because your brain is the place where primarily it comprises many parts, but like so many chemical reactions happen there. And what was this? Some beautiful bird, probably. Cioptaszku! Is it a raven or is it some bird, big bird of prey? Oh, I wonder. Because... Kruczek! Why did you go so far away with your nest? This year. Yeah, it's a raven, yeah. Beautiful raven. I know where they got their nests here in woods. I know several places. But they like changed it slightly. Moved it to... Especially one of the nests. They move to another place, yeah? So anyway, so many chemical reactions happen in our brain, and especially hormones. Yeah, they got huge influence upon us, upon our behavior. So one can't say that there only could be mind control, but there can't be any brain control. Come on, I mean, when somebody would give you a certain substance, then that would change your entire behavior, and you know about it, yeah? Your entire behavior, your way of thinking. So then your attitude towards everything, perception, so then And this is your mind already, yeah? So how can one function without the other? But um, then it's like entire body, entire organism, yeah, because it's also the heart, all organs, all internal organs. So it's actually everything, yeah. It's everything. So yeah. But eventually, it's like good to know and good to understand that nobody can control you. Only you yourself, yeah. You yourself, you control yourself. Control yourself. You control yourself by your thoughts, your beliefs. You shape your world. You shape your vision, yeah. Certain reflections, yeah. Because when you like when somebody would like see everything negative, then it shouldn't come as any surprise that things could be negative, yeah, in their lives, yeah, in certain areas. But of course, it's much more complex than that, because then to it, I really, especially to it, that sort of mm, that sort of I don't know, discussion, argumentation, especially certain philosophies should be applied, and primarily all the sacred tradition or traditions of the Mount Kailash, especially Bamjaktan, especially Hinduism, especially, for example, I really would advise everybody uh, to to get interested into Vedic astrology, to really find out about yourselves, because you really might be surprised what you might find about yourself when you really start digging deep into Vedic astrology, yeah, about things about yourselves, yeah. mm. And then really that might change your entire perception, yeah. And you would see new possibilities, and that's also true about other secret traditions of the Mount Kailash, also Bamjaktan. And in my in the program I'd like to like create and offer, I'll be always like focusing on that, and trying uh, to like encourage everybody to it, and to take this path, and start exploring it for themselves, and become practitioner of it. And then you would see what would might happen to your life. So see you in the following like parts. See you in the program. I hope you'll join it. I hope you'll read my booklet when it's ready. You will I hope you'll buy it, because I want to make it downloadable, and well, there would be some price for it, and yeah. I bought um, like music from other people, and then it would be nice if they also bought something from me in return, yeah, when it's ready, of course. So see you.